On this episode of the Bowser Journal, we pick up a new tool to help with the chores around the Bowser Ranch. So why don't you come see what we purchased. But remember, wear your PPE. So this week we purchased a pole saw. Now, as you know, we have goats on the homestead, and goats like to graze. They like to eat grass and vines and brush and stuff like that. Because it's the dry season here in Florida, and yes, we do have a dry season, there's a lot of stuff that's dead. Plus, we have a hard time growing grass on our property. We're still trying to figure that out. So for the last few weeks, we've been cutting down branches from our trees, which we needed to trim anyway, and been feeding them to the goats. I've been using a handsaw, and as you probably remember, I had shoulder surgery, so after cutting down 3 or 4, my shoulder is just killing me. When a friend of mine learned that we were doing it by hand, he offered to loan me his pole saw. Now, at first I didn't want to do it because I don't like borrowing other people's tools, but when I borrowed it, I was like, dude, I got to get me one of these. So the pole saws come in 3 different types. You have an electric, cordless, and gas powered. The problem with using an electric pole saw on our property is because we have such a big property, if I'm cutting something down away from the house, I gotta drive the Jeep over there, hook up the inverter, get out the extension cord. It's a pain. The problem I have with gas tools is I am just not good at mixing gas and oil, and I have problems with 2-stroke engines. It's one of my nemesis. Still working on it. So I opted to go with the cordless pole saw. So let's see what I got. You ready? So I purchased a Ryobi pole saw. It comes in a couple different varieties. You can buy just the pole saw by itself for about $100, or you can buy the kit like I did, which comes with the battery, the charger, and the pole saw. And then there's another one that you can get. This is the 18-volt system. There's also a 40-volt system. The 40-volt system, I would imagine, lasts longer and is stronger, but all my cordless drills and all my other stuff are already Ryobi 18-volt system. So I've already got spare batteries and spare chargers. So I wanted to stick with that same system. So we went with this particular tool. So let's open this box up and see what's inside of it. But before you open a box up, you know what you need? You need a knife. Chuck needs to sharpen his knife. The magic pole saw. So it's part of the 1-volt system, which Ryobi says that they make a guarantee that they will keep making the batteries for the 1-volt system for, so you don't have to keep buying new systems every time they come out with a new system. This can reach out to 9.5 feet, and it's got a 8-inch head. So the 8-inch head means, it's got a protective cover. They know me all too well. It says it's got an 8-inch head, but according to their directions, it can do up to cut up to 6 inches in branches, which is going to be more than enough for me because we're just trimming branches. We're not cutting down trees with this. It's an inline motor, so it's got a quick starting. And the thing I like about it is it has an automatic oiler. So the one that I borrowed from my friends, you had to keep putting oil in it, and you had to keep pumping the oil to keep the chain lubricated stuff. I thought that was a pain in the neck. So that was a key thing for me. It's got a 6-amp motor, and it's angled, so it's got an instant start, and it looks like it's got a lock and an unlock. So let's put... As I mentioned, it also comes with a battery, which now I got 3 chargers, but that's fine because I think one of them's on its last legs anyway, and a new battery. Now, since I just opened this package up, I probably really should charge this battery. But I told you I got spares. I bought out 2 of my spares for my other stuff because I always keep batteries charged because you just never know. So let's see what's in this package. Instructions. Don't need instructions. Register the product. I'll do that after I get done doing this. Yeah, more instructions. More instructions. Don't need that stuff. Look, they even give you oil so you don't have to buy oil. And it comes with a strap. So I'm assuming so you don't drop it or it doesn't flood in your hands. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe I might have to read the instructions. Oh no, it looks like it's broke. Really? Oh no, it goes in. There we go. Bingo. Wasn't broke. Woo! That was close. All right, let's open up the automatic oiler. Smells like oil. Now I'm pretty sure the instructions could probably tell you to use their oil. We'll see about that. Today I'm going to be using their oil because it came with the package. And as Barbie learned the other day, put the lid back on the thing that you're not using so the goats don't knock it down. So it comes with a 3-year warranty, and I think I mentioned this, but if not, I'll do it again. It has a inline instant start motor, and it's got 6 amps, which was about the same amps as the other one, the corded one that I borrowed from my friend. So let's put this together, and then we're gonna go have some fun. So it says it can do up to 9 feet. So I'm assuming that's 9 feet on top of.
Sure you don't want the instructions, baby?
No, I don't need no stinking instructions. I just got to pay attention to what I'm doing. See, look. Boom. Who's the man? Who is the man? Go ahead, say it.
You are.
I'm the man. Now, let me think. Is this gonna be tall enough? I'll probably won't need that extension one. I'm making a video. Leave me alone. I don't care about your robocall. Vlog tip making number 14. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Boom. There you go. It has an extra section, which will be perfect for me, and also I think perfect for Barbie when she uses it, because I can take out the middle section, and then that way she doesn't have this long pole to have to deal with. The connector's pretty easy. As you can see, it's got an odd shape to it, so you just make sure you line that up with the connector. You slide it in. You slide this thing up. You screw it on. Now it says lock, unlock, up or down. I don't understand that. It doesn't want to do that. Okay. Now comes the test. We're going to make sure the dogs are clear. Okay, the dogs are out of the way. We're going to put in a battery. Oh boy! That sounds like it's going to have plenty of juice for what we need to do. So now, let's go do some cutting. But first, make sure you always wear safety glasses. Alright, and shoes might help too. So that is probably about a 4-inch limb that I just cut, and it went through it no problem. Let's get, and as you can see, look who's down here looking for leaves. Okay. Dude, this is sweet! As you can see, they already know what's coming. They're lining up for food. So as you can see, this has orange paint on it. Evidently last year I painted it for me to cut it off and never did it. Procrastination. Oh, what's Daddy got for the babies? What does Daddy got for the babies? Happy goats, lots of good milk to drink. So my initial impressions, it cut through those things pretty easily. Battery barely even knew what was going on. It went through it with no problem whatsoever. So I think with the spare batteries, we'll have no problem using this for the little bit of trimming we do around the yard. So I do recommend it. It's not only Chuck approved, it is goat approved.